Let me see. Let me see. That eye booger. It's gross. Okay. Let's go. Nice, beautiful day today. I hope you're all, who all sees this, having a good day. Hope all is well with you. And I hope you got some good weed and you're enjoying the weekend. Fucking A. So, for people that are fucking that have advice, I'd like some advice because I'm having a little bit of an issue. You all know I live up here in Canada, right? So Monday is a new public holiday, public government holiday. So it's the National Truth and Reconciliation Day. In other words, orange shirt. I guess they're calling it Orange Shirt Day or some shit. Every child matters. It's supposed to be, I guess, some kind of holiday for residential and scoop survivors. Now, here's the problem I'm having. Am I supposed to celebrate the abuse that I was forced to endure for years upon years? And am I supposed to celebrate how the conservative government, now known as the United Communist Party, defended, justified their abuse, murder, and everything else that they committed against Native children in their care? Am I supposed to celebrate the fact that A. Trudeau signed the scoop policy and had Native children like me stolen away from their heritage and cultures? Am I supposed to celebrate the fact that the federal government took me away from my heritage, my culture, took away my life, took away my childhood? Am I supposed to celebrate the fact that the provincial government abused me and took any hope or dreams I ever had or ever would have had by systematically abusing me, starving me, and whatnot? You see, that's the whole problem with this Truth and Reconciliation Day is what the fuck? It's just another day for me to be reminded how fucking much I was despised and hated. And it's going to remind me of I never got any truth or reconciliation whatsoever. So let's give you a rundown. The Birth family, the Lindleys from West Bank First Nations, just outside of Kelowna, BC, tried to traffic me, tried to murder me, and when those two things didn't work, they just left me for dead in an abandoned apartment, and then wanted me back. Come on, after I was scooped. So when I was scooped and put into the Alberta child system, I was systematically abused, starved, locked away in a closet, and only taken out to be beat on and not fed. Because when I was adopted, I had rickets real bad. To the point where my adoptive family used to make fun of me and say fucking I was an Ethiopian kid, just, with the big belly and the fucking bowed out legs, and the big belly because I was so fucking malnutritioned. And that's coming from medical professions and their own files and everything and through memory. I almost died because I never got any immunization shots because nobody fucking gave a fuck about me to give me any of those shots until I almost died. My adoptive family doesn't want the truth to come out, and to this day they just ignore and don't say anything about it and plead their innocence. West Bank First Nations defends and justifies the Lindley clan's attempted trafficking, attempted murder, and the abuse of what turns out to be me. Both federal and Alberta governments never gave any truth or gave me any reconciliation. Nobody's given me any reconciliation. I'm looked down and looked upon as a piece of shit. My whole entire life I've been hated, despised, abused, you name it, whatnot. People say, oh, go get a therapist. Well, I was ordered through school, through the CFB Cold Lake schooling system, to go see one of their fucking fine, upstanding therapists, because the military, the Canadian military, knew I was being abused, which I would have loved to being able to hold them accountable. Come on. So anyway, the therapist that I was forced to see through the military or through whatever tried to diddle me, and when he tried to touch me and I freaked out on him, he ended up writing a bunch of negative crap about me, saying it's pretty much my fault that I'm being abused. My adoptive family, I was only a... Here's the truth that came out about my adoption. My adoption only happened so I could be left with the racist, abusive husband to take all his angers and frustrations out on me instead of going after his family, because apparently before my adoption went through, she tried to leave him a couple of times and she chased him down. He chased her down and dragged her back. My first memory of ever being in this fucking house was the Rat Lake Road incident. And what was the Rat Lake Road incident? Roy, the abusive Nazi that made sure every day he beat my ass and told me how much he hated me, how worthless I was, how his family left him and it was all my fault. So one day, I guess Joan, who you've seen in the video, who made an appearance in, I think, Broke or Antisocial Limited, made an appearance in there without my acknowledgement, appeared in there. So that Joan only adopted me so she can leave me with Roy. But I guess after I was adopted and they thought I was all comfy, Joan tried to leave Roy. Roy went out and tried to track her down with a trunk full of rifles and guns, because he was going to go and, well, what are you going to do with a trunk full of rifles and guns and a murder kit? Come on. Right? So that was my first memory, because they woke me up thinking I was feral. Their older dead son, addicted, that Joan just left here in this city, actually, ironically, just ditched him. And fucking, yeah, they thought I was him. They woke me up. They told me all this. I overheard it. And yeah, that's my first memory of this great family. But I never got any truth from them. Not got any truth from the Trudeau family, because it was Pierre Trudeau that signed the scoop action. Come on. Pierre Trudeau, Justin Trudeau's daddy, that signed in the scooped fucking initiative, that signed the scoop policy, the government scoop policy, where the government pretty much told the Christian and Catholic fucking religions, here, hold our beer. We'll show you how to fucking commit genocide by fucking killing kids. And then the Alberta government, with their abuse and whatnot towards children in their care, and how they defended it and justified it. Get over here. Come on. Let's go. Get over here. So, at what time do I get any truth or reconciliation as, it's all being said? I've never got any of it. To this day, I'm still looked down upon and looked as a piece of shit. I could have been a much worse person. Much, much worse. Come on. I fought. I survived. I overcame everything. And yet I had to do it all alone. Where's my truth? Or where's my reconciliation? Where's any of us survivors' truth or reconciliation? West Bank refuses to fucking take me. The Lindley clan refused to acknowledge me, as long with the West Bank. West Bank doesn't care to hand any truth to me, any support to me, any kind of knowledge of my own heritage or culture. The Lindley clan, well, they tried to murder me how many times as a baby? They left me in an abandoned Calgary apartment, left for dead. I was only adopted so I can be somebody's punching bag, so he can take out all his anger and racism out on me and blame me for everything. I survived that. I overcame it. I could have been a much worse person. All I want to know is this fucking holiday. Am I supposed to celebrate it? Because it's not a celebration. It's a day to remind me of all the abuse that I had to endure. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just whining and bitching about something that a lot of people don't understand about. I'm just trying to figure out this holiday. Is it like Thanksgiving Day, where we're supposed to celebrate the genocide of of Native people, my ancestors, and the fact that their land and everything was stolen from them and taken from them, and communities of natives were slaughtered? Is this another celebration of, the Catholic Church also committed a genocide, so we've got to celebrate it like we celebrate Thanksgiving Day? It seems to me it's just a reminder of superiority and oppression to me. But maybe I'm wrong.